And welcome back to WWRL. We are back once again. It is AV Thursday again. We are here right now. Race 3 gonna be at Australia. Today. Oh, the championship. I feel a little bit tired. We'll wake up and get into this. Right. Last two races had a little bit of glitching with the lobby going on. I hope we have a nice, good, consistent race today for our drivers. No messing around, trying to remake lobbies. Game's throwing half of us out. How many have we got in here today then? 16 drivers in here right now. Let's take a quick little look at their standings. Quickly there, we can see Reaper at the top right there with 38 points, FCST just fine behind 37, Kuhn there with 33, and what I mentioned, Kuhn there right now. I should say that Kuhn is 1 point away right now from hitting up and getting 1,000 all-time career points in AV Championship. He is currently sitting on a 999 points. Let's hope you finish in the points today, Kuhn, so you can bring that up. Get your 1,000. Reaper, the only other driver in here to score over 1,000 points in AV history over the 4 seasons previously going. 4 seasons, Kuhn gets it around now. One of the seasons was slightly shorter. That would be roughly, I think, a 12.5 point average per race, I think. Get back over, have a look at the Drivers' Championship again right now. The drivers to constructors. Back over, so we go. Mercedes leading right now, AlphaTauri just behind them, only trailing by about 3 points or so. So we'll see how those teams get on in the race. We're nearly ready to get in to qualifying. I was having a little race around this track earlier because I think I've really actually done Australia very much on this game right now, and those carbs are still deadly. We do have one very, very fun new addition to Australia this season, which I was rather enjoying actually. Probably spent far too much time playing with that. I did actually kind of set a timer on the track, but we'll get onto that in a minute when we go into qualifying. Look what's going on in the chat here. Got Sovereign in there. How is it going, my friends? Nontas, how are you? Is Tenter in here? Is he? Let's look down the board here to see where's the Tenter's hit. Anyway, what drivers have we got? Are we missing then? Still 16 drivers in there. I think we're about to go into quality in a minute. Let's see who we've got and who we haven't. I've got both Alfa Romeos here. There's both AlphaTauris in here. Both Mercedes are in here. Only got one Haas. We're missing a Haas. We're missing an Aston Martin. Both the Williams there. We're missing a Ferrari. Both McLarens in here. Still a car we're missing right now. Ferrari, Haas, Aston Martin. Both Alpines are there. Red Bull, missing a Red Bull. So Red Bull, Aston Martin, Haas, and Ferrari. Go. I think we're about to start up. Everyone's just going crazy with the joining up thing there. Going into qualifying, boys. This is going on. Waiting for Bestos, says there in the chat. I'm just hanging on, delaying it very slightly while wait for one of the drivers join up. Clearly some impatient people in the raring and ready to get going on this track. Australia has a history of being a bit of a fun track here in AV. Only a couple of drivers we have on the grid here have actually been on the podium twice here. Reaper's only been on the podium here twice to win in Season 2 and Season 4. There we go. We're in. Quali is about to start. That means we'll take a little look of the track. There we are then at Albert Park, just outside in Melbourne, in Australia. Strangely, the game doesn't give me any track images of that, it just gives me a guy on a boat. Anyway, there we are, there's our track for today. Anyway, 3.2 miles or 5.3 kilometers around this track. We've got 50% race today, which will be 29 laps around here. We are doing full quali, so 3 sessions of that, 3 DRS zones around this track. Reasonable overtaking opportunities actually in Australia, but there is 16 corners to navigate. Some of those can be very tricky, especially that chicane of 11 and 12, very fast, left, right, and I should imagine maybe probably see a safety car, and now it's been added to the game, there it is, that beautiful green Aston Martin safety car. And there we go, drivers finished now. Loading in for qualifying, let's get our information up so we can see what everybody's doing. And have a look. What tyres? They are deciding to take out that. And then put that back up. What have we got then about the weather? Wet race, it says in the chat. At the end of the race, rain, so it looks like we got dry quali, but it's gonna be going from dry and possibly a little bit damp at the end. They just told me at the end of the race in the chat there. I don't know when that's gonna be. They probably don't quite know when that's gonna be either. It's gonna be a case of waiting and seeing. That could bring out quite an interesting race actually. That could bring some interesting strategy in it. Drivers probably trying to take harder tyres and trying to run them out for quite a long time, waiting until they then need to change on to start on to the intermediates as it then starts to rain. So, or it might not come till very late and they might be able to stay on the slick tyres and just kind of navigate very carefully and cautiously over the last couple of laps. Come up. There we go. I can hear what's going on. Who's out on track right now then? Got Stepsis. Who's that? That was Tygo, I believe they told me. Got Tess is out right now. H-Beck, that's Jasper. What have I got that's going to give me a good clean lap around this track so we can check it out? Who's not going to bin it on the first lap? Tim Wu to race for a while. He's coming around towards the end. He might be kind of trusted. We'll get on board with Wuta for our lap here around Melbourne Park. As we come across the timeline right now, it's 248 meters from the timeline going up into turn 1. Just gonna drop all this off for a minute. Right there, you turn 1 there. We got to come in, find our braking point on there, get the apex. Careful on that one, can come into the DRS zone along here. Oh, I'm missing all my corners. I'm playing things on my computer with 4 and 5 right now. 5 up here is absolutely flat out through this corner right here. Make sure you don't take too much curb, though. There is Ruta doing exactly that. Who else? Where's FCST gone? Let's go with FCST and try and get a lap around Melbourne Park then as we come across the timeline, and I finish playing with my laptop. As I said, 248 meters up into turn 1 right now. Important to find your braking point here and find that apex on this first corner. Don't take too much curb on the exit here. Curbs can be slippery. We're going to come into the DRS zone along here as we make our way up to turn 3. We're going to turn right back on ourselves on the right hand side here. Quite slow this corner. And then at turn 4 just up here. Need to feather the throttle too, not to run too wide. That curb on the left, on the right hand there. You can grind along that if you get the car stuck onto that. I'm going to come down to turn 6 right now. Again, use a lot of that inside apex curb here. Make sure to find it. Don't use too much on the exit. Cut turn 7 and 8 just there are just flat out as we're coming up towards turn 9 here. Turn 9 very similar to 6. Use that inside curb. Careful on that one though, it's a little bump up the sausage curb. You've got turn 10 there, which again you'll just be accelerating and powering through along this whole sector. And then we're going to come up to turns 11 and 12. Dangerous chicane here, and can be very easy if you use too much exit curb to oversteer and go into the wall right there. And I can already see a tyre broken on the wall right there. Another DRS zone along here as well. We'll come up towards turn 13. Be careful with the inside curbs on 13 and 14 here. They can be a little bit slippery with that front right tyre. And then we're going to make our way down towards turn 15, probably the slowest corner on the track here right now. And then turn 16. If you get the angle right, you can pretty much take it nearly flat out, but you need to be careful to get the angle right and not to understeer into the wall on the exit. And FCST now across the timeline for a lap around Australia there. That's a 1:22.7 there right now for him. That puts him up visually on pole right now, but we've still got 13 minutes left of qualifying to go around here. So Best Stepsis and Bestos have both already retired right now. We said we saw a wheel. There is, I can just about see that wheel in the distance there right now, up by the chicane of 11 and 12. Drivers already having problems with it. And as I said, I expect to possibly see that nice green safety car out on track. So, I mean, it's going to be someone's going to bring it out. Sorry, guys. But someone is going to bring it out mid-race. And part of me is going to thank you for that because I want to see it. I want to see it out on track. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that to you. There's Tenta right there. How are you, Tenta, in the chat? I've just seen you popping up. Eggsy's in the chat as well. Mentioned in a wet race. Thank you. No, it's not even looking a little bit misty and damp even in qualifying here. So I don't know. I feel like the rain could be coming quite early in this race. If you want to look at, I'm going to check on NAC right now and see how NAC is doing. Unfortunate to say, NAC, in the last 4 seasons, NAC has only actually finished 1 race here at Australia. He has DNF'd on 3 of those races, and he's already DNF'd on the first 2 races this season. So I very much hope he makes it to the end of this race today, and we don't see an Alfa Romeo in a wall somewhere, but odds may be stacked against him a little bit on this one, but we do like an underdog. Hopefully he can do well. Right now, what time's he running? Round here, 1:22.253, provisionally there on pole right now. Just about beating FCST by 0.04 of a second there. Alex Reaper still in the pit lane down there. Oh, we've got Luca here. The only person actually beating NAC on all-time DNFs is Luca. Luca with 24, NAC with 17. So, oh, and they're both in the Alfa Romeos. This isn't looking good for Alfa Romeo this season. Dear God, this... No. I have 2 drivers with the highest DNF, both sitting in the Alfa Romeos. Let's hope they both stay on track. Can I just see Dr. Rain then? Start getting a little bit wet at the end of quali. So time Luca is running around here, coming into the final corners right now to 15 and 16. Like he's not running too bad a time. Most of the drivers in the 120s up there. Look at that, 124, I got around with 126, and a few other drivers behind with 130s, but I think a lot of those are going to be improving their times. Most of the drivers staying on the soft tyres. Obviously, they'll be, but they're full quality now, aren't we, in this league, which means they'll be saving their mediums for Q2, the ones that do get through. The 17 drivers, obviously 2 are going to get knocked out on here, which is the, maybe not even the 2 that DNF'd there. Anyway, we've got Captain O'Reilly right now on an outlap. Kuhn also on an outlap right now. Both of those about to come across the line right now. Kuhn is about to come across the line right now. Using that curb on 16, not coming anywhere near the wall though. Very good fast exit there along this DRS zone and along a straight section here. Up into turn 1. Pretty clean run through there, using all the track all the way around. AlphaTauri looking very stable around the circuit right now. Coming through 5, absolutely planted there after the flat turn of 5. So far, over the previous 2 races, Kuhn is the only driver who's been on the podium on both of those last 2 races that we have done. Let's see if he can make that a third today, if he can make it a third podium. Excuse me, make it a third podium in a row and cross that 1,000 point barrier. That's gotta be nope. Slowed down enough, and that didn't even invalidate it, but he's definitely going to have lost a second or so there on a time he could potentially do. What are we running? Let's get on board. It comes through 16, looking good through 16 again there. What we wanted, so that's going to be 124.9. I think this AlphaTauri's got a lot more left in it, but we'll come back and check with him later. I just noticed Luca gone, so that's one out from there. That's up to... oh, no, it's not the race, is it? Reaper still in the pit lane, waiting until late, confident in his skills. There's that curb. Basically, that curb there between 4 and 5. If you want, you can play a little bit of Tony Hawk's and go grinding along that curb. If you hit it right, car, drive onto it, and the underside of the car will just sit on the curb, and you can just ride it to the end. Kane's one of the only drivers on track right now. Riley is as well. Nice on an invalidated lap, having some fun with the track limits. Kuhn doing right now, he's pushing it, he is beating his previous time. So it changed quickly then a minute ago, so he was beating it by 3 tenths, and suddenly dropped down to 1 tenth, so he went onto it. Nontas is in the race now. I'll be reserving. Who's Nontas reserving for? Is Beam was Nontas in? I can't remember. Oh, and there's that wall coming out of turn 16. We said you have to be careful about if you haven't quite got the right line along that corner. You can take a flat out, but you got to turn in exactly the right moment and be careful with that understeer. Otherwise, we get exactly that happen. Unlucky there to Kuhn, but he did get a time down. So, let's see. Although, no, he's not going to be able to go through his car's broken. So, even if his time was good enough, he won't be able to do any more of qualifying. Reaper right now on an out lap. God. In the chat there, the track looks so well. I think the track looks pretty damp as well, to be honest with you, to me. Why does that thing keep going off? It does look wet. It looks damp. It doesn't look like fully wet, but it certainly looks damp. It kind of looks like it's slightly misty in the air. There's a broken wheel on track. Really hope those broken wheels that stay on track can't like interfere or damage the cars. I don't know if anyone can confirm that for me or not. If they drive into one of those wheels, do you drive through it, or do you take damage from that? Because it's pretty dangerous. And I mean, you know, who's employing the stewards? Not really doing their jobs properly for that, are they? You know, simulate yellow flags when someone takes damage, but we can't simulate removing the debris and doing the stewards' jobs. The time Reaper there, accident flashing up purple for the first couple of sectors there. Just been enjoying the view. A little bit hesitant there through 9-10. Does find the right line for it though in the end there. Slight little turn and recorrection. Very nicely done. Vanel's still sitting in the pit right now, waiting until the last few minutes of Q1 here before going through. But I mean, All Reaper and O'Reilly have to do right now is set a time, and all these drivers will be through because the other 4 drivers there aren't going to be able to partake in the rest of qualifying because the car's broken. There's Reaper World 1:21.528. That's currently the top timer right now. Seal 13. We've got Nontas there now. Nontas has been the Ferrari now. We do have 2 Ferraris in the race, and the game has let him come out on track as well right now. So again, if he sets a time, look there, 13, that'd be 14. Oh, Nontas needs to do a set of time, and he'll be going through. Definitely to the next bit of quality. Keep forgetting we do full quality on this one now. Only the 3rd full quality. I think I've commentated, and I did see Sovereign Wildfire's message in there about my take on this track as we come through to the end of Q1. As we know, all these drivers coming through. My take on this track is I don't like driving it myself because it's difficult. I prefer other tracks. But it can be fun to watch, but it can also, it can be a bit of a safety car nightmare. Australia can be, to be honest, with a couple of corners on there, and how easy it is to hit a curb wrong and end up in a wall. So it can kind of spoil the racing a bit, but that can also massively change things up for drivers and pit strategies and what sort of tyres they're on. So it could be an interesting finish to the race, and I think that's why standings from the history from the previous 4 seasons of AV here have, like I say, no one's finished on the podium here more than twice over the previous seasons, and the only 2 drivers we've got on the grid today that have managed to achieve that is Reaper and FCST. So what we're doing right now, Lola coming back out of the garage, and Rowan going out for another outlap at the end. I mean, you're going through anyway, guys. I hope you're still using your same tyres from before, and you're just using it for a little bit of practice, because the other 4 have broke their cars, so they can't partake in any more qualifying, and they're Wouter. No, he's probably they've probably retired, haven't they? So Nontas does make it around there. Nope, he's about to do his lap right now. Captain O'Reilly, we're going to get a lap in. He's out on the track right now. Let's get on board with him through turn 5, and he managed to save it. That looks so like it was going into the wall just then. Very, very lucky. Hasn't invalidated, so let's just make it around safely. Be careful, because those tire rubber is going to be absolutely cooked right now, Riley. But let's just carefully bring that Alpine back across the line. So all you need is a time, and you're definitely going through. Just imagine, even if you don't set a time, you're probably going to go through. Yep, it is full quality on task, full quality. So just set a time, and you're going through, because the other guys, 4 of them have DNF'd, so they can't partake in the rest of the quality. Just imagine they go through if they don't do a time, but I haven't actually commentated full quality yet anywhere, so slightly new for me. Oh, shut up, bot. I need to. Where's the fucking website? Quickly, that thing going off. Why does the other one go off? That one just goes off like mad. Let me just turn that off for a second. Where's that? Chatbot. Where's the other one? Saved, thank you. Shut the Kuhn out of Q1. Kuhn, yeah, out of Q1. He's going to be starting at the back of the grid there. Maybe he's not going to get that one more point to bring it up to 1,000. There we go. We've all got times down now. Riley bringing it back now. That timer has run out. Oh. Sport quality certainly takes a little bit of time. I need to start buying more beer, to be honest. What are we doing now, O'Reilly? Just go in the garage and retire. You don't need to improve your time. Oh, let's clocked it out anyway. Let's go, Q2. So there we have it. Anyway, that's the result of first set of qualifying here. Drivers not partaking again will be Bestos, Bestepsis, Wouter, Kuhn, Luca, and Lollapopper. Only 12 drivers will be going through to Q2. Only 10 of those are going to be making it to Q1, so we're only going to be losing 2 drivers. So many people out of Q1. Yep, it's because they all crashed. They all crashed and broke their little cars. Apparently everyone doesn't have a crew as quick or swift as the Red Bull crew to, you know, get the car rapidly fixed before it goes and is needed again back to the grid or back out for another session of quality. Enter there, rooting for Reaper, Kuhn, and Knack. Still got dry, still looking dry. This is one thing I really like Codemasters to do if they're listening, just bring up the information stuff here again for me to what I had it last set to. Would be really nice to save me having to bring it back up again every time. Anyway, Q2 right now, so still 15 minutes for Q2. Q2 is shorter. Let's see what drivers we've got. A lot of drivers choosing to go out on the medium. Worth using the medium early, or is it worth maybe waiting until a little bit later when the track is rubbed in even more and then trying to push the medium so you can kind of maximize the time on it. Maybe not quite the early, but maybe at the halfway point, they're calling about the 7-minute mark. I'd maybe put on the medium tyre. Personally, myself was a little bit more rubber down to see what I could do. I'll just take out the old softs again from Q1 at the start. Get a couple of laps in on them just to get a time down, just to get banker time down, basically, because, you know, we're only going to be losing 2 drivers right now. So if a couple of people crash and break their car, absolutely just save your tyres. You can wait till the end there with the mediums before needing to actually put them on, because it's probably more than likely that we're going to maybe have a couple of people. Oh, we nearly started grinding on the curb there. I'm waiting for it. I hope I catch it. Someone's going to have a little fun and play some Tony Hawks and take a grind between between turns 4 and 5. We've got getting racy and quali right now from the Alpine and the Williams right here. That's the Williams Lang we've got right now, and the Williams Lang coming around in to turn 1 right now. Gets him on board with the Williams. See how he fares around this track right now into turn 1. That's a big old invalid lap. That's a lot of apex. That's one lot of apex. Let's have a look at that. And Riley right now on the softs. Never checked or tested, but I wonder, is anyone on their old tyres from Q1? I'm just wondering about my lap counter on tyres, whether it resets it for some reason, or if you put on your Q1 tyres, it would show me up that you've done that many laps already, because, you know, let's be honest, everyone knows the game's pretty broken, to be honest. It doesn't really function all that well half the time, so it wouldn't surprise me from Codemasters if it didn't just reset the lap count on the tyres, even if you put the old ones on. Anyone can confirm that at all? Don't know. Would be helpful. And there's a Riley crash, saving it again. That wheel so close to the wall there. That one not quite as heavy, isn't it? Heavy or hard to spin as the other one. That's coming out of turn 6, so taking a lot of cup there. Can't have ever personally spun myself there before on that corner, but it's obviously possible. Let's have a look at Jasper right now. He's coming through the chicane. Takes a nice apex on the exit there, but uses a little bit of the outside curb as well. And right now, positioning at the top of the board on Q2 with a 126.4 and Tess over 128.5. Both of them going to be needing to improve their times. Low times on the other time, about 124. So maybe if we're going to step it up a little bit, we might be kind of aiming to be more like a 123. Probably. There we go. Find me Jasper there, 123s. I think that's going to be more around your cut-off time. If you're out of that 123 time, I think you're definitely going to be out and not going in to quali 1. Quali 3. We've done quali 1. Domestos racing. No, Domestos is not racing today. Domestos voted no, that he was unable to. Tenta. We've got their Knack. Actually sent the fastest lap there on his mediums, 122.959. I think that's pretty safe. I think it's definitely his drivers up there, 122 on the mediums. I think it's going to be absolutely safe right there. You can probably just sit back for the next 10 minutes left of this quali. And let's see what you can do. Instead of 23, Lang there for 124. That on the line there, whether that might be safe or not, that 124. Depends on like Tess and Riley. And let's see, Ryman didn't have the greatest time in Q1 around here, so Nontas taking it careful, big old lift there while coming in through the chicane. He's just playing it a little bit more safe, so on the medium tyre here. Nice rotation through that previous corner there of 14. What's the line? What time are we going to get here? 122, 23, 123.9. Going to be close down that back part, I think. The driver's getting through. FCST on one. Nope, FCST just going quicker there right now. Nontas just on the edges of the 123 times there. Lang the 124. Rowan there with a 124. Only 200ths off Lang's time. So yeah, we're definitely looking at 123s somewhere. Gonna end up being the cutoff. Maybe into the 123, kind of 5-6 area. Might then be that cutoff. Wow, still, how many minutes have we got left right now while we're looking at the garage? We've got Reaper right now out on track. It's out lap, but I think it's just about to start his fast lap right now. Nope, it's about to start his actual lap, isn't he? We're down a lap on these tyres. Doesn't want to invalidate it on this one. Right up. Into turn 3. Oh, one's grinding the curb. Behind the curb, guys. Sadie's looking very, very firm and planted around this track, but then I said that about the AlphaTauri of Kuhn a couple laps later. It's unfortunately in the wall, so I hope I have not just jinxed or cursed you there, Reaper. I apologize if I have. That's the fastest purple there in Sector 2. Looks like it's holding. It's not flashing away too quick, so possibly is. I should expect Reaper to be able to put down good times. Looking strong. Had a few difficulties at the start switching over to this game, as I think quite a few people have with cars. I mean, they feel a little bit better to me, I think, now that they've tweaked down, basically nerfed down the kind of power from the cars a little bit. You haven't got so much power coming to those rear wheels, so the curves feel a bit more stable, I think, because of that. Reaper's time, that's going to put him up top there. 3/10 quicker than what Knack is. All these guys at the front, they're going to be starting on the medium tyre. Probably definitely better choice for Australia here. Especially said if it's going to be coming to wet later as well, they're going to want to start on the harder tyre so they can last it out for longer. So maybe at halfway point at the race when the rain then starts coming. What's left to get time right now? Riley and KJ Styles. Riley still on the set us off, 6 minutes left. Still on the set us off. So obviously not feeling too comfortable about getting run around here on the medium tyre. A bit hesitant there in turn 9. Definitely be taken a little bit faster. We need to be aiming into the 123s, ideally the mid 123s. If we can, right, it's popping up there as fast in sector 2. Little snap of oversteering there coming out of 10. Managed to keep it under control though. Taking a lot of inside the curb there on 13. So be careful those inside curves on that 13 and 14. I notice it could be a little bit slippery. Feather in the throttle there through 15, getting back on the gas nice and quick there for 16. Thinking Riley should be through with this time. That's looking pretty 123.3. That's a low 23.3. That's looking good and safe. KJ Styles is definitely going to be needing a better time. So there we go then. KJ Styles in danger there. Rowan in danger of missing out onto Q1. And I'd say Lang and Nontas probably need to be worried there. There's the two that need to be worried there as well and need to improve their times. Lang maybe a bit more worried than Nontas, to be honest, considering he's only a couple of hundredths off of Rowan. He's still in the pit lane right now. I don't know if he's going to come back out on those mediums. Obviously going to put on a set of softs and try and guarantee himself more into Q1. Nontas coming out there on a set of softs. Let's make sure we're on there in a tyre. I think that's their best. Nontas' time was on the medium there. He's coming back out. KJ Styles' time there was on the medium. Then Nontas going, who are we on right now? Nontas. He's on the soft tyre right now. KJ Styles overtaking in the pit lane entry. See, he's in the Aston Martin. That's a Vettel trick. Well done. You've done it in the correct car. Right, 4 minutes left of Q2 right now then. Rowan retiring, choosing not to try and beat his lap there. His best time was on the soft tyre as it was, so maybe that's an advantage there. Maybe he's purposely done that so he starts in that 11th or 12th place, because then he's going to get free tyre opportunity anyway, and probably maybe wants to start on the medium tyre as well to get a longer run. So that might have been a tactical finish there, knowing that maybe his only chance of then getting into 10 would have been the soft, and maybe not the optimal tyre to start the race on. So possibly via the tactical thinking there, because if you've got to use the soft to get in that Q2, I always go to Q the wrong way around. You've got to use the soft to get into Q3. Then that's what you're going to be starting the race on, and that might not be optimal, although depends how quick a safety car comes. It could be a little bit easier, or not. Harris Manson, we'll see. The rest of the guys up here still in the garage. Tess not feeling so safe there though. Tess opting to come back out and try and set another lap in these last few minutes. That could prompt something from a couple of drivers above. Then if Jasper might then come out, or PCM Thomas there might come out as well. If Nontas and Lang are also coming out, and KJ also coming out to try and improve their times. Obviously, quite easy for Lang or Nontas to maybe improve their time by a good second or so, and maybe dislodge any of those up there. Jasper, Thomas, or O'Reilly all sitting pretty close to those 123.4s and 0.3s up there. Lang was to improve his time by a whole second. He would be then sitting above O'Reilly, so potentially all the drivers up to 5th there could potentially be in a little bit of trouble right now. So when they're going out, details the best. What time we're on right now? They have chosen to stay on their medium tyres down there, so I don't think they're maybe quite aiming that high up in times, but I think they just want to try and secure themselves from KJ. KJ is the threat now. It's going to be pushing one of them out of that top 10. KJ's on his out lap. Let's go back on with Tess. Tess is on invalidated lap, so we're moving there. Drivers staying in the garage. And we have to be coming out now if they're not feeling safe. I can see a Haas coming out the garage right now. Is that an Alpine coming out the garage right now as well? Is that Jasper coming out? That is Jasper coming out right now. It has prompted Little Drag of Drivers, FCST almost not feeling safe there though, and deciding to come out as well. We have got a little flux and flow at the end here. How is KJ? I want to see KJ's lap. This is the one. This is the driver right now that could potentially upset everything for these other ones. It all depends how quickly he really runs right now. And whether it will just be Lang that goes, Lang the one that moves down and goes out, or whether if Lang then improves his time and we then have a big one. Lang now out. Lang's crashed there. I can see that stopped on track. That is unfortunate. So all KJ needs to do right now is beat Lang's time of 1:24. You can see his dot stopped on track there. That's coming through turn 5 there. That's the flat out of turn 5. It's come through. He's taken too much outside curb and he's oversteered. And it's gone straight into the wall on the right and broken the wheel straight off his car. All KJ needs to do right now then is beat... Well, KJ doesn't even need to beat the time because Lang's car is broken, so he should be... No, he won't automatically move up and go through. Oh, pardon me. KJ just needs to beat 124 right now. 124.3 and KJ will be through to Q3. What time has KJ got? He's got that one at 23.8. There we go. Lang pushed out now. We'll get an optional tyre when he goes to start the race, so I imagine he'll probably still have to go on those mediums as well. The drivers right now, have they ended up inadvertently beating their times on soft? Have some of them messed up? No. So right now, if I was FCST and Jasper, I would massively, up to them what they want to do though, let off my time right now and make sure I don't beat my previous lap time on the soft tyre. Otherwise that'll be the tyre that I have to start the race on, and they're probably not going to want that. They're still, there we go, FCST, where is he right now? He's on that soft tyre going round. Does he actually want to start the race on the soft tyre? He's on an invalidated lap, so he's not going to be anyway. But as Tess will be starting on the soft, then Riley will be starting on the soft, and KJ will all be starting on the soft tyre when they come to start this race. I should imagine a lot of the rest, he said, going to be taking that medium. So then we've got Tess, FCST and KJ all still out on track. Let's come into the garage. You don't need to improve your times, just burning rubber now. I'm running out of beer, as always, because I can never quantify how much I need. Oh, sneaky little babe. Right, there we go. That is the end of Q2. Our last drivers have come in to the garage. Lang and Rowan will be the two drivers that are missing out on Q1. Lang starting at 11th, Rowan starting in 12th. Lang maybe realising that rather than trying to burn, if you want to start on the medium tyres, rather than trying to keep burning into those medium tyres and get into the top 10 on the medium, could just maybe retire and finish and start at 11th and still start on this medium tyre from having free tyre choice for it. So again, might have been a little bit more tactical there than rather than keep laying down rubber and wearing through those tyres. But it is going to have three drivers starting in front of them on the grid there, which are going to be on a soft compound and going to be pitting a lot sooner. Interesting, kind of a safety car comes at the right time. It could aid them and help them out. Whereas on the soft, or if it comes at the absolutely wrong time, it could massively hinder them. Final 10 now. Q3. This is the one we want. That as well, Sovereign. That as well. Although, I mean, they'd probably just stay on them. They probably wouldn't do anything with that. Probably just remain on their track position, depending on how early it came. And then it was the wrong time for the soft guys. Could just mess with everyone a little bit. There we go, now everyone getting out of the garage pretty quick right now then. Oh, I've got to get my information up because Codemasters can't just make it stay on the screen. Damn you, Codemasters. Oh, that's not wing cam. Bonnet cam. Oh, bonnet cam, give me wing cam back. Everyone out now, fight me. The driver left in at the pit right now. So we've got the Alpines there, then the only team to put 2 cars. Alpine and Mercedes then, the only team to put 2 of their cars into the top 10 for this race around Albert Park at Melbourne. Everyone on some outlaps right now. Who's that? Causing yellows in sector 3. That got Haas of FCST. To your right, going rather slow. I think trying to find himself a space. Go out and get a good lap, and let's see what FCST can do around this track right now. I think has he had a podium already this season? I can't remember the standings. FCST did. FCST won in Bahrain in the last race. FCST was looking like a very big challenger for the contender for the Drivers' Championship in the previous season. It's pretty much between Reaper, Knack and FCST once we got to about a third way through the season, and towards the last couple of races, FCST just started to trail off in points a little bit and settled into 3rd place in the Drivers' Championship. What's this? Riley has 3 wheels. He's got all wheels on my game. Got no wing, but he's got all the wheels on my game. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, there's a McLaren there with no wing as well. Getting a bit racy. Wingless Alpine and McLaren overtaking each other. And where are we? We're only at turn 5. What have you done, boys? We're only at turn 5. Where are your wings? What's happened to Knack there now? That's the death chicane. Let's see on Tess. I think Knack's car's maybe going to be removed before Tess gets up there. Repercent at 121.371 there. Knack in the wall. There's the Alfa Romeo. So, as we said, it's not looking good for Alfa Romeo this season. Both the cars crashed during qualifying, and we have 2 drivers with most DNFs to their name in the lifetime history of AV sitting in both those Alfa Romeos. So I feel sorry for those mechanics this season. So there we go, guys. All you got to do is set a time, and no one can start lower than 9th now because Knack is going to be in 10th as long as you set a time. Right, we're going to fight me on a slap now. That's a 1:21.5 there. Beats FCST by a good 4/10 of a second, but it's still a couple of tenths off of Reaper's time. Reaper took it all last season here at Australia. He took the pole, he took the fastest lap, and he took the win. Triple crown there last season. Wonder if he will be able to do that again. Oh, and I just got confirmation there from Sovereign Saying K just had a little experiment and took out old tyres here, and yep, the game still shows it to me as 0 laps old on the tyres. Can we fix that, Codemasters? It'd be quite nice to know, to be honest, if the drivers are using their, like, you know, previous quality, their Q2 or their Q1 tyres, or... So many little things just game they need to sort out. It's just, I don't know, half kind of put in place. Let's spend time producing Breaking Point. Let's just produce a little kind of like Drive to Survive mini series for the game that takes about 2 hours of your time to complete and then is pointless to ever do again. Test saying here in the chat, well, that backfired, allow it, don't say that, it's true, but... What? Right, anyway, what's going on right now? FCST on outlet right now. He's got away from his outlap. Kitty Styles pulling over. He's in the lap. What's non-tested? He's coming into the pit lane. We've got Tessa on outlap and PCM. Thomas here taking a little cab on the exit of 9-10 there. A little bit bent out of shape. Tess pulling over, slowing down to find. We're making space for the McLaren. Was in front of the McLaren. Could have taken that quite cleanly then. Maybe just, I don't know. On board with this Mercedes right now. Make that long run up from 16 up to 1. See how well Tess can do round here. That's fine. That nicely on that apex of turn 1. Just the right amount of curb through 2. Just kissing the curb there. The exit there. Very nice now. Coming down into 3. Again, finding the apex. Feathering back onto the throttle through 4. Again, lightly on the throttle. Gets in the curb through 5. Little lift there before 5. Actually, just to be safe. That will lose you a 10th or so. That should be flat out. Nice on 6 though. Very nicely controlled Mercedes right now from Tessa. Apex now a little wide on the apex of 9 there. That's another couple of tenths costs on Tessa there. But it hasn't getting back on the accelerator to not take too much outside curb on that. And then we're going to come into the chicane. Very nice placement through that chicane right there. Solid back on the gas afterwards into the DRS zone. Up to 13. A little bit wiggly on the way into 13, but nicely. Careful on the curbs around here. A little bit wide on 13. Could have been a little bit closer to the apex. On 13 and 14. 15 and 16. Back on the gas. Quick there before 16. Turning in nice and early. Not even touching the curb on the exit. That should be a pretty nice time here for Tess. 123 flat there for Tess. I think there's a little bit more in that. That's going to be in that. That's not a bad idea. We just about managed to keep it through that. That's a much quicker sector 1 there than before from Mercedes. Tess giving it everything they've got right now. If they're improving on this lap, I should imagine they will take it. If not, I should imagine they'll probably dart back into the garage, and there might be just enough time to put a fresh pair of boots on and get back out on track. Just under 3 minutes of time left right now. 126 of the lap, we've got 20 seconds of it, about a minute left round for the rest of the track now. So it'll be tight, but there should be just enough time, possibly. Although, ooh, no, that I think will be a little bit too tight by the time they're going to get right round to the pits. This might be Tessa's last lap right now. Nontas on an out lap right now. He's about to come round and start. We'll see how the Ferrari does. He can move himself up. Captain O'Reilly is still yet to set a time right now. Reaper Fight Me looking to head up the front row of the grid right now. House of FCST, the only person here in Q1, Q3 to get the 121 region. Nontas on in, validated lap there. I don't know what corner that was. I was drinking my beer. Right, he's got time down now. That's a 1:23.1. Let's see. Oof, oof. So that's 5 thousandths of a second quicker than Nontas there. So what do you think of the odds of the safety car happening before lap 10? We all know it's coming. It's Melbourne. But when's the crucial part? The lap they need the safety car is the lap those softs are going to be done. There's 29 laps around here. One stop on it is really hard, but it's possible to do. It's when the softs run out on this, around lap 7, 8 or so, I think, is when the softs run out. That's when they're going to be wanting the safety car. That's the important time for the safety car to go about. If it happens around then, it'll play right into the guys' softs' hands because they'll be there. They'll be able to change their tyres, minimise their time loss through it as well. Otherwise, if it comes, and as long as it comes that time, I think half the guys in the mediums will just stay and maintain track position that early, and they'll keep to wait out their tyres until the rain comes. But that's the crucial time for it to happen. The guys in the softs need it quite early. If one stop here last season, I don't know how many stops he did here last season. You can do it. I wouldn't say it's the easiest. I'm not the biggest fan of the hard tyres, and obviously like that turn 11 and 12 can be pretty interesting on the hard tyres, to be honest, if haven't quite got the grip round there and quite a good line. You can get a long stint on the softs, and you can do it onto mediums as well. I know in the last game I could one stop it. There's KJ Stars spinning out. That's a big shunt to the back of the car there. All the wheels still on though, but that I should imagine should be some damage to maybe the rear ring there. I don't know if anything's shown up on his little HUD for the car, but the damages, but that could potentially definitely be some damage to the back of the car there. Big shunt there. Who's still out on track now then? I haven't talked too much, the quality thing's gone down. Jasper going back into the pit in there. Test right now, so command on invalidated lap. FCST on a fast up right now. This one, the ones that matters. Fight Me, it's now time. Fight Me's got no more laps you can do around here. Can FCST move himself up onto the front row of the grid here right now? What do you mean for this moment? No, it is certainly possible to one stop it. I did test it before stopping in the previous game. I did do soft mediums, obviously not maybe the best driver or best tire management, but it was possible for me to do it, but was a little bit sketchy towards the end of the softs and the end of the mediums. So, but yeah, Reaper being on the wheel, being able to conserve the tires a bit more, it could definitely be possible, but it's not the easiest route to maybe take. Certainly can be quick if you can maintain it, or again, if you haven't got any sort of safety cars to slow you down, pull you back into the pack, back of that absolutely mess you up on that as well. So yeah, rear wing damage confirmed. The damage model is working. I do like this. So there we go. That is the rest of the lineup for our grid today. Reaper and Fight Me heading up the front row there. Mercedes and Haas lined up next to each other. Look, Reaper and FCST lined up on the front row of the grid there. So Reaper and Fight Me. FCST did beat the time at the end there. Mercedes and Haas lining up alongside each other on the front row of the grid. I like the odds on that. I'd love to see that in real life. Anyway, we got Fight Me and Thomas there on the second row. Tess and O'Reilly on the third row. Jasper in 7th. Nontas in 8th. KJ Stars in 9th. And Knack, unfortunately, breaking his car and starting there in 10th. So we're on to the drivers. Due to the drivers that obviously can take part in the rest of quality, and have to just sit here and wait it out. I know that can be probably a little bit boring and difficult, maybe, if you guys losing out on Q1 and sitting there for potentially another like 20 odd minutes or so, and maybe listening to me just chat absolute rubbish. You get when you hire someone that sits and drinks while they commentate. Damage on full. Yep, the damage model is, I believe, on the full damage. Is it on the taking of the damage though? Is that reduced? Let me just look. Let me look in the AV. Let me just look in the Discord channel real quickly. Bring that up on my tablet. I can tell you because looking down the channel earlier and looking at all the info that Dom put up. He did have it on there. Drivers obviously doing their formation lap right now. We've got information up there. There's the game strategy saying medium to hard there for the one stop, or medium soft medium. Very not being said the funnest track on tyre damage, and let's have a look then what everyone is on. Lang fancies himself from the softs, actually starting there in 11th. Luca also finds himself, and Tygo at the back there, Tygo being best steps is also fancying themselves on the softs at the back of Quali. Where was that info thingy I saw in the channel? Why aren't you working, tablet? God damn you. So I need a second screen to put into my... where is it? Is it there? Or a full like layout of everything of what it was, but I don't know where it is. Info, is that it? No, that's what it just was. Settings, that's what he's got it under, isn't it? So, Tess and O'Reilly there in 5th and 6th on the third road. That could be interesting. They can get a good start and pull away. Like me and Thomas said, get for themselves under a bit of danger at the start there from driving the softs. They're not going to be wanting to let them pass so early. So we've got car damage on standard, so that's everything on the car. And the damage rate is also standard as well. So full body damage, rear wing, side pods and stuff is all possible. And the damage rate is standard, so it will be possible to take it relatively easy. So we're going to stay there. More of a fan of short quality. Full quality can drag a little while. I can do a little bit. I mean, I certainly notice it. I'm already on my third beer right now, and we've not even got through the formation lap, so it's... Guys are just asking for potential bad commentary by allowing me more time to drink. There we go. Ooh. Right on three. He's still on 3 wheels for you guys. I can't. Hasn't got 3 wheels for me. He's got all wheels on his car. I'd love to see the 3 wheels. Please, just take screenshots. Take screenshots. Send me all your 3-wheel O'Reilly screenshots you possibly can. I'll be so happy with that. Right, let's get up to the front now. Race 3 of AV League, Albert Park, Melbourne, Australia is about to be underway. F1 2021. Some KJ was in first lane for a second, but we've got 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights, and we are off. Reaping FCSC looking to get a good start there, just behind Tess, and O'Reilly looking to get a good start on their soft tyres. Ferrari going with the back wall at the back there. Everyone, I think, relatively making it safe through turns 1 and 2 there by the looks of it. Everyone looking pretty safe. I think you have best. Let's move out a couple positions to the back there. Steps this and Lola Lang dropping out positions. So that's the big loss of positions. Lang from 11th down to 18th there. What's that? Williams doing good and wide going there. That was Jasper. Jasper spinning now after turn 4 right now. Already got a spinner. Someone looked like they were grinding the curb. No, they're going for a little grind. We haven't got it fighting. He's in front of FCST right now. The track is still looking a little bit misty and a little bit damp. He's kind of spaced out a little bit. Thomas up there. He's moved up the grid a little bit. Tess and O'Reilly not quite been able to have the same effects they want to maybe on their soft tyres with their pull off the grid. FCST jumping back, losing a couple of positions there right now. But these guys at the front pulling away, absolutely already putting a gap here halfway through the first turn. The yellow flag, so that's an Alfa Romeo. What's going on with that? We've got Wuta there out, and we've got a safety car already at the end of lap 1. Wuta there, that's coming through turn 9 and 10 just there. Not quite sure what happened to Wuta on that. We've got a 5-second penalty there. KJ, severe collision with O'Reilly. No, 5-second penalty for O'Reilly with a severe collision. KJ, read that the wrong way round. Where's that Aston Martin, baby? Let's get it out there. I'm sorry, Wuta. You're out of the race, but I get to see the Aston Martin safety car. Oh, it's beautiful. I wish the actual Aston Martins had that nice kind of like yellowish green tinged like strip on them rather than the pink. That's what an Aston Martin should look like. It's just... Oh, show me the car in front. I don't want to see the Mercedes. Oh, there we go. I mean, come on, it's a pretty sexy looking safety car. I need to turn off my notifications quickly. We are under safety car though. Wait. Going to do this. Stop. Cute. 5-second penalty there for Rowan. Collision with Tygo under the safety car. We've got another lap of safety car to do. Let's Evan in the back and let's make sure we leave some space for each other. We've still got another full lap of safety car to do around here. Everyone's trying to warm up their tyres, keep their brakes warm and stuff as well. Try and leave a couple of car distances of space between each other. Don't really need to start bunching up until Sector 3. Best Steps is disqualified there for going the wrong way, it says on race control here for me. What's... Yep. That's Tygo now out of the race. Someone spun the safety car, I think, and it can be a pain. Get him back round the right way sometimes. Two drivers. I really started the race on lap 2 right now. We've already lost 2 drivers down to 16. What is going on here, guys? Come on, I can do better than this. Not doing down there, down in 11th right now. He's gained a few positions. I think, did he? I'm not sure where he was meant to be. All going so quickly. So, another lap of safety car then. I think anyone, unless they've taken any sort of wing damage. Here we've got Nontas, I think must have taken damage. Yes, he's going to be putting on... Yep, there's a new wing coming out of the damage. Yep, there's no wing on that Ferrari at all. That's not a little bit of damage, that's a lot of damage. What's happened to O'Reilly right now in turn 1? What the... Luca just overtaking some of the safety car there? What's happened to Lola behind? O'Reilly also gone now under safety car. What is... What? Oh, my. Anyway, 15 drivers left now on the grid. We're on lap 3. We should be racing on lap 4. Careful of that curb there, Nontas. I saw that. There's Lang now overtaking Luca under safety car there. I'm assuming these drivers are spinning and we're doing it all, you know, fair and square. What's happened to Thomas here? Oh, he's... What can we... Safety car, guys, what's going on? Why are we all moving around in positions right now? This seems about right for Melbourne. I wish it wasn't. Right. Safety car restart. Reaper in control of the pack. Now let's get back on board with Reaper here. When's he going to go for it? Because we've got turn 16 there, and there's a long run from turn 16 up to the actual grid line for when you're about to start racing. Is got an option here. You either take it really slow towards the line, out punch it onto the gas, and try and catch them unaware there, or you do it halfway through turn 16 and get a much longer run up to turn 1 to get your speed up, and again, hopefully you catch the drivers behind sleeping. So he's got slowing it right down now, tentative through 16, and at the end there, puts his foot down. FCST was anticipating that. He looks to get a good pull on Fight Me there. Fight Me going to be burning the RS there to keep the Haas at bay. Just behind him there. You can see AV Tess there up into 4th right now. The soft tyres starting to work for Tess and KJ there. Kuhn right now up into 6th though. Someone's been having some good first few laps. FCSC does make it in front of Fight Me, and you're getting a good battle back here between Tess, KJ and Kuhn right now. Kuhn looking like getting squeezed on the inside of 4 there a little bit. Big ol' let off with a bit of brake there, but I think the others will be fighting too much in front of him. Kuhn shouldn't have any problem catching back up through turn 5 and 6 here. But going on the back there, Luca and Lang passing each other. I think Lang not being one, be wanting to let that position go down here. Having a look there up on the inside of 9. Luca covering across that tight inside point there, making sure Lang can make his way past. Both Ferraris of Nontas and Lola at the back here. Let's go Ferrari. Let's get some more points. Back up towards the front here. Kuhn slipping off pace a little bit from KJ and Tess here. And who's that in the wall? That's Kuhn into the wall. He's not. No. Goes DNF now into the wall there on the exit of 14 there. Just showing yellow flags. Who's Nak overtaken right now? Is that yellow flags? Sector note. I think he just finished 3. Oh, who's that? Was it Gresham? There's an Aston Martin in the wall right there now as well after coming out of turns 2. And that's another safety car. That's KJ Styles right now. That's another safety car on lap 5 right now. Well, let's forget to look at the Aston Martin again. We lost one Aston Martin. We get to see another Aston Martin. Can I complain? No. I think it's going to be a long evening, ladies and gents. I think anyone's going to pit in right now. I think this guy's on the softs. Maybe an option to pit in now and minimise time loss and get onto a set of mediums like everyone else. But I mean, they can prolong out these softs right now, though. I guess it's up to them if they want to prolong them out because they've had 2 safety cars. They should be able to save them a lot. Although the front guys here are going into the pits right now. So when is the rain coming? That's asking me. What tyres are they putting on? They're going onto some softs right now. For a restart. Tess is coming and putting on some hards. Bite Me's come in and put on some softs. FCST's come in and put on some softs. I mean, we know there's going to be rain at the end of the race. Or partway through. Maybe that rain's coming slightly sooner than we expect. Maybe Jeff's been on the radio. But we all know Jeff's a massive goddamn liar. Just facts. So... don't know. I maybe fancy Texas. Texas gone for the hard there. I'd maybe gone for the medium from being on that soft to take because you got some safety car laps to do it. Has Lang stayed on the tyre? What's Lang done? Lang stayed on his softs. Yeah, he's chosen to stay on that soft tyre. Take him to track position. Obviously, he's done 5 laps on it so far, but 2 of those laps have already been on the safety car, so he should be able to conserve that tyre a bit. And we're on lap 6 right now. 5, that's going to be then lap 6 on those tyres, which will be then lap 7. Will be 2 more, so he's done 4 out of the 6 laps he's done on those softs. He would have only done 2 of those laps at full racing speed. 4 of them would have been done under the safety car, so hopefully with decent tyre management under the safety car right now, you should be able to save decent percentage of tyre wear on that, and that might not be too bad. Cool, actually. I mean, we spoke about safety cars coming like earlier, messing things up actually, but I mean, if we have a massive lot of safety cars coming very, very soon, like close together like this, that's going to aid the people on those softs, because it's going to help them play those softs for so much longer. Test obviously really actually pitted in and gone for the other option to get off those softs quickly, minimise track time loss, and put on some hards to wait until the rain comes. And Lang's gone for the other option there, so it'll be interesting to see how Lang and Tess actually finish towards the end of the race. Tess starting further up the grid on softs, opting to go on the hards now. Lang starting at the back of the grid and choosing to take that position here through the safety car and extend tyre life. So keep a look out, and we'll try and remember. Someone remind me in the chat towards the end of the race that have a look and maybe compare Lang and Tess's positions with each other. But there's that Rowan out of the race now as well. And Rowan DNF from the race. We're too busy talking about Tess's and Lang's tyre options from them both starting on the soft. And we've now lost McLaren 1, 2, 3, 6 drivers. Guys, we've only got 12 left in the race right now. We've still got like 22 laps to go. Lost around. Yeah, I assumed it must have been. I was kind of gathering it was possibly under the safety car that we did lose Rowan. Thank you for that. Let me just get back through the chat here. While we're under the safety car, we'll get back up towards the front. Just ready. Some cinematic views. Get some nice views of that green Aston Martin again. What's this? KD Styles in the chat. Was having a good race. I tried pushing really hard because some idiot hit into me on the safety car and I had to take 5 seconds in the pit to try pushing hard and span into the wall. I'm sorry for you, my friend. I'm sorry. It's difficult. It's difficult. Carbs are not friendly on this game. Reaper gonna be leading the pack here through Sector 3 again. Bye Aston Martin. Doing there in the chat, I hate this game. No grip while I have 11-11 aero. I should imagine if you're... when I was playing it earlier, when I was running laps around it, I quite often, if I haven't done the track in a while, I would just sit and run laps around in time trial, and obviously my driving is not maybe the best as what it used to be, so sometimes I find myself hitting curbs a lot, and you know, that's where I find where the danger curbs are and how to learn the track and know where people are going to spin, because my driving's not the best and I do it plenty of time. And yeah, the inside curbs there on 13 and 14, if you catch them wrong with the front right, it'll massively just oversteer and throw you into the wall. You'll lose all proper grip and traction there. Reaper trying to catch Luca unaware. Luca and Lang not too bad there. Luca on the ball there. Let's go, my friend. You're running high right now. Everyone has pitted in. You've got 6 up over mediums. You're looking good there, Luca, actually. Lang getting past there through turn 1 and 2. Other drivers, a bit of melee going on at the back. And Lollapop not getting in position. Luca getting caught up there with FCST. And there's Lang on the inside. No, that's Jasper on the inside of Lola in the front. They're trying to go for a move. Fight Me's dropped back FCST back there. Luca getting spun in the middle of the corner there. Getting tangled up, I think, with Fight Me and FCST. There's Thomas back there. All action under this safety car. Restart right now. Both softs that Lang's obviously managed to conserve. Shannon doing him well on his pass on Luca there through turn 2. We got going in front now right now. Fight Me under fully attack on FCST. And Lola trying to get around the outside here on turn 9. He just about does it there. Why can't I change camera? There we go on him. Fight Me up now. Thomas now challenging FCST. FCST also getting hampered a little bit there. From Fight Me working his way around turn 9. What a move from Fight Me there. Fight Me in on the straight now, challenging up to Lola into turn 13, taking a lot of inside curve, just about comes out in front of Lola at the house now, looking to put pressure onto Lola in this corner, and Thomas right there as well, running very wide, taking a lot of grass there. He's going to rejoin way further down when he rejoins back safely at the back there. Thank you for rejoining safely back into the race right now. Welcome on board with Knack right now, trying to work his way up slowly through the grid after crashing out in qualifying. Got him right now. Lang starting to produce a gap now between him and his teammate Jasper behind him. It's going to go 9 is obviously on the soft tyres right now. Fight Me just sneaking in front of Jasper into turn 3 right there. Fight Me now is going to be on that hop for Lang. DRS is going to be getting enabled on the next lap, I believe. 3-second time penalty right now for Bestos. That's going to come into play at the end of the race. 7 time clean time penalties right now. Fight Me flashing up purple for sector 1 right now. He's almost back. He is back within a second of Lang right now. He's on soft tyres right now. This way, when Fight Me also going for an interesting tactic right here. Obviously, putting some softs to work himself forward, and then probably maybe hoping for another safety car so you can maybe get these softs off and put another tyre on. Maybe still, we've had 2 safety cars in the first couple of laps. We'll maybe have another one, but I think we've maybe had our safety cars for the race. I think the rest of the drivers are ones that are maybe a bit more confident on the track, maybe got a bit more stability in their setup. Fight Me running into the back of Lang there, almost giving him a little nudge through the corner, pushing out away a little bit there. The Williams isn't going to be happy about that. I want to give up his position. They're going to go side by side through his 16. Fight Me taking the tight inside line, just about gets on front line, giving him space there. Sees that second position. He knows when he's going to be beat. This could be helpful for Lang right now. DRS is just going to be enabled back again on this lap, so he should be able to start taking DRS off Fight Me, and that allowed him to help him and get a tow through here, and that should then allow him to help stave off his teammate even better on the medium tyres that are behind him. Let's have a look down here at FCSC down in 5th right now. FCSC obviously taking those pit stops, the same as what Fight Me did. A little tango up earlier on. FCSC getting hindered, massively under attack right now from Alfa Romeo of Lang, and we've got another safety car right now. That's a Ferrari. That's Lola Popper coming there. No one's near. I can't see where the car is, but Thomas has used that time to pull into the garage right now. We're on lap 9. We've got our 3rd safety car. That's an average of a safety car every 3 laps. And while we have that safety car option again, let's just, you know what? We lost one Ferrari. Let's take some views of the other Ferrari just to review for a second. Non-TAS under safety car. While we go and check the chat for a second. We've got there Kuhn. Codemasters need to make their game better instead of adding cool, useless things. 100%. 100%, my friend. I'm completely with you. I was never really into the breaking point thing. I played it, I did it, and I have no interest in ever doing it again. It's like I say, it's a bit of a drive to survive kind of thing, and there's a lot of other aspects of the game that need to be fixed. I mean, you know, you have an official license for the game. They are not allowed to send guys to go watch and like pre-season testing and stuff like that happens before the game's like released. They can kind of like, I don't know, gauge things, get like a certain amount of telemetry data from the teams so they can understand like the kind of speed the cars are going, and so they can program them rather than waiting like, you know, when the game get released? July, what is it now? Where are we? Who am I? September. Rather than waiting 2 months later than what the game's released and then suddenly recorrecting the kind of performance of the cars, which, you know, indirectly is going to affect everything about your setup and how it, like, you know, how it performs, because you change the amount of power you're giving to the car, so it's going to change everything. Like, you know, the faster you go, the more downforce is applied to the car and such, so it's going to change all your settings, your wing settings, your differential for your wheels. It's going to have an impact on everything. It's obviously why they wipe the time trial boards, because they absolutely know that's going to happen. But, you know, for me, it's just, that's unsatisfactory, releasing the game in a state that's not correct. You have the official license from Liberty Media to produce games based on the F1, Formula 1 Sport Racing Series, with, you know, license to use all the car manufacturers and the people and stuff like that. So surely they must be allowed certain access to produce this, and to not be able to release it in a state where it's actually relevant to real life it's bad. That's really bad to me. You know, like, there's going to be people that would have walked away from this game now, like, after, like, you know, grinding out, like, time trial times, getting, like, you know, like, up into, like, whatever, like, top 100 thing in the world, then all of a sudden, all that's wiped off. All that work you've done making those setups is just suddenly wiped, because the game companies come, yeah, you know, we made a boo-boo, we didn't make the game correct, we're going to correct it, and we're going to wipe everything you just worked for and done. Some people are going to be absolutely pissed, and they're not going to play the game anymore. Enough rant about Codemaster. Listen to me, Codemaster. God damn. Enough about that. Anyway, back under the safety car. I've been ranting, people have fitted in, changed tyres and stuff, and now Nax leading the race. Let's go Alpha. Both still in the race, both crashed in quality, but you're both still in the race. Let's keep it that way. There we go. I'm wondering when the rain's going to come, so Fight Me obviously was on the softs a second ago, has switched to go on for hards on the safety car. Reapers used that opportunity to switch onto the hards on the safety car. Langston on another set of softs. Someone's feeling lucky today around this track. Jasper, the other Williams, have done the same as well. Are we going to have some of that George Russell magic in the Williams around this track today from these two drivers? Massively opposite strategy to everyone else. How quick is that rain going to come? If they can keep these soft tyres till that rain comes, they could do so well. There's so much grip coming out of the cars, above the cars in front of them on track. Okay, I've got in. Rain was due around now, so this could be an absolute perfect, like, 500 IQ move from the two Williams cars right now. If rain's due very soon, they're only going to get like another 5 or 6 laps or so on the soft tyres before they need to put the intermediates on. They're going to be in an absolute prime grip range right now, with everyone else being on the hard tyres, and they should definitely be able to make up a few positions before they need to get back onto that intermediate. Knack right now slowing the pace right down through the last corners. Safety cars back in, test there, both Mercedes ready there on this Alfa Romeo. Two Lions ready to pounce there in second and third. Knack holding it real slow. I think he's going to punch it halfway through this corner. There we go. Tess, Reaper, no time to react there from them behind. Knack is away. Tess, absolutely no time to react. Pretty much getting done by the other Mercedes. I'm possibly going to get done right by now. Fight me coming into the corner, wheel by wheel, side by side. Tesco and taking a lot of curb. Fight me, got to take curb on the exit here. Just managed to get past on the exit. Reaper there as well. Tess behind. What a move there from the Alpine. Reaper getting on the inside there of turn 3, wheel by wheel through there. They're going to be wheel by wheel. Reaper going on the glass. I think Fight me might have pushed him a little bit wide there onto the grass there. We have to take on wing damage. I can't see damage on the wing, but you can have minor damage on this. It doesn't show up on my screen right now, and it massively affects the car handling. Oh, I can't breathe. I'm talking too quickly. So Lang right now moving his way in front of Reaper, looking to get pressure onto Tess. Tess obviously on that hard tyre right now. Might have to wait a little minute until we get DRS. So really make sure we get some pull. We need to make sure we stay with that Mercedes in front. FCST now getting in front of Reaper as well. I'm wondering non-test as well. I'm thinking that Mercedes might have taken damage after going into the grass there. And, you know, don't quote me on this though, but I'm not sure if they didn't come together. Non-test there. We just had a full-on view of non-test DNFing. That might be another safety car coming out of that corner there. He's sitting on the side of the track there. Has the game had enough of safety cars? I think we're okay. Not going to get another one. He's obviously off track enough. The marshals must be able to wheel it off. And potentially, okay, please don't be another safety car. I can't do this. Not another safety car. Reaper there going into the pit. He's obviously got wing damage. Jasper there with wing damage as well, I should imagine. And Thomas, his cars. There's a new wing for Reaper. There's a new wing for the McLaren. And where's the Williams here? There's a new wing going on that Williams as well right now. We'll get back up towards the front right now. How many have we lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers, guys. Why did I do the maths on that? It's 10 and 18. Jesus. Child counting here on my fingers. I got my Lang. I'm interested to see what Lang can do on these soft tyres right now. I think it's next lap. DRS gets enabled again. Trying to use my brain. That's trying to make the Mercedes as big as possible. Finally pick on a 3-second penalty there. That could be critical by the end of the race here. Finally's running very close to the front of the pack here. But that could be very damaging to him towards the end, especially the likes of maybe Tess at Lang or FCST here. You need that rain to come before these soft tyres get worn out. It could be perfect for Lang. Those soft tyres providing much better grip over that Mercedes there of Tess. I think Lang should be able to get in to turn 1 just before the Mercedes there. We've got the inside. No, that McLaren Mercedes just about pulls in front right now. We don't have any DRS. It must be the next lap then. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Just chat here. The Alpine and Merc will come together, and there will be tears. There will be tears, says Sovereign in the chat. Well, they're from non-test. It didn't even accelerate. That's BS. Yep, the cars can be a little bit flimsy and made of paper sometimes. A little tap of the wheel, and it's gone. And we've got the Williams. No, we're getting the proper cinematic views. I can see the other car. We're going side by side. A little tap there of the Williams. Test tries to get running outside. That cost the Williams position right now. FCST's made a move then, got up in front. While those two are battling and defending themselves. Obviously, Tess trying to hold off Lang right there. That's a bit of tap Lang, maybe on the inside line there, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't do that anymore. I'm sure there might be things going on later. We'll see. FCST, though, getting a position from that, though. That's what he's going to be looking for. Lang, though, on that soft tyre, should better mount a decent comeback up here. It's going to be all action for, I think, this third spot on the podium. Reaper right now back here, looking very good at the start, and in a very difficult position after that, I think. A little tap with the Alpine, lost a lot of places there. On a medium tyre right now. I don't know if the soft tyre might have been a better option for Reaper if that rain is going to be coming that soon, so he could try and gain up as much space back as he could. What's going on there? That looked like very slow from the Alpine there, coming through turn 16 on my map. And he's lost a lot of time to FCST ahead there, so that definitely was. Get back up. What's happened to FCST here, though? He's dropped back as well. Lang's back in front right now. And Lang back up behind Tess, looking to challenge Tess again right now. Reaper setting the fastest lap of the race right now, though, on those hard tyres, 124.721. We've now got Jasper retiring. The other Williams is retired. What's that? That's a safety car. Where's that Williams 2? It's on. Bastos might be able to see it coming through there. I think he's gone too wide on turn 16 and gone into the wall, exactly the same as what Kuhn did. The car's just been removed before we come through the corner. We couldn't see it. It looked like it was on the left-hand side. The dot moves very slightly on that map. It looks like it was on the left-hand side. So, what are we doing now, guys? We're waiting for rain. I don't know what these guys on these tyres are going to do. We're waiting for rain right now. I don't know if some of them might put in and try and put on soft to go until the rain comes. Like, I think Lang might maybe try and hold track position on this. I don't know. Maybe all of them might just hold track position because obviously we're waiting supposedly for rain. It's get a safety car. You get a safety. Literally everyone with a safety car. We're just dishing them out. Yes, Codemasters, thank you for introducing the Aston Martin safety car, but we don't have to see it every time someone damages a little bit of their wing, thank you. We can, maybe just race a little bit. I think they're just very, very proud of their Aston Martin safety car. Well done, Codemasters. Don't maybe need it every single crash, though. So, Nat going on a set of softs then. Nat there feeling lucky. Oh, the restart here and then go into the rain. We've only got 12 laps left. When I saw the rain, yeah, I mean, the track looks moist. It was very moist the whole time, but it could be interesting for Knack. We've got their Fight Me Lang SST, all on medium tyres. Reaper on his 3-lap-old mediums that he had on before when he put to change his wing. That's going to help him out, that safety car. He's probably pretty thankful of that, to be honest. And he's even gained a couple of positions there or so from Luca pitting in as well. Cars right now are poised to stay these tyres till the end of the race. Can that pull out enough? Few laps on it here. 5-second penalty. That for Knack collision with Fight Me under the safety car. We don't need to be that close to each other. The safety car's got another lap of safety car yet. Don't need to be bunching up until that sector 3. Nope, I didn't know it was anything about 50% rain. They said to me rain was coming at the end of the race, Lang, is what the only message that I had at the start. It was rain at the end. So I just been assuming you've been getting rain at the end, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're probably not going to have rain now. It's going to, if it does come, it's probably going to come on the last couple of laps, and you'll just stay on your slick tyres, I should imagine. In fact, it's looking sunnier right now. Yep, no one told me, Lang. Nobody cares. Nobody loves me. Interesting then, pretty much confirmation that there isn't going to be any rain by the end of the race, and it is looking sunnier right now. Wow. So It's tight for Knack, but he can take those softs to the end there on this. Couple laps on the safety car. We'll be reading about 12 laps on those softs at the end, but he should be able to hold them. They're going to be more relative to around 10 laps. Those couple under the safety car, 10.5 towards 11 laps. You should be able to reserve them and save them enough. Knack could be in prime position right now. Even behind on the mediums, looking pretty even there. Tess could find themselves in trouble in the later stages of the race. I mean, the hard tyre is still going to hold up there for Tess. It's not like the tyre's going to be wearing out, but you've got everyone behind them right now on a much softer compound and a much newer tyre of a softer compound. Tess does have the restart right now. We've had a different driver restarting the safety car under each safety car. At least that's something, I guess. We lost count. Was this the fourth safety car right now around Australia? Not even a big bit of space there. Now's the time we drive in the other driver's gearbox. Everyone's leaving space for the restart and keeping bunched up through the other parts of the laps. What is going on, guys? Oh, there we go. Last couple of corners. Now we're punching now. Tess needs to. When are we gonna go? We're gonna try and catch some sleep in on those hard tires. That grip's not gonna be easy. Knack there, sitting alongside, waiting, backs up a little bit. Make sure Tess crosses the line first, then he can maybe start to pounce. So to fight me there a little bit. Lang there down into fourth. There's some crunching ahead there. What's going on between the Alfa Romeo and the Williams there of Lang? Lang's Reaper up into fourth right now after that safety car. Safety car restart managed to make its way in front of FCST right now. Thomas also making positions up there as well. Fight Me massively dropping out on that. I'm not sure if it is Fight Me and Knack. Maybe came together a little bit in that corner. Fight Me, I think, get pushed out. I switched the camera angle, and then, yeah, the car never came back out of turn 2. So he's got a lot of positions to try and make back up right now. Lang right now sitting in P2. Knack's made his way in front of Tess. So obviously Tess on that hard tyre. It could be bad for Lang. Have a little twitch on the curb right there. A little tap of the wall. I think everything should still be okay. Yes, a little sweet love tap, but the Reaper going past right now. Lang's in that position. Going in to the dangerous chicane. Nearly a snap oversteer. Keeps it under control there, though. The FCST breathing down his neck right now. And then Luca Bestos there. Sitting further back. Top 5 there, I think. That was Luca, but I think after a lap or so, top 5 there should be able to move out of the way of Luca there for a little bit. Fight will be fighting his way back up to try and get back into that top 5. I think Luca Bestos and Thomas will probably retain those kind of 7, 8, 9 positions towards the end of the race. So we can always see FCST trying to pull away very close to the back of Lang there, trying to get along the inside there. Slips behind us, a little tap on the back of the Williams. Williams almost all 3 of these cars in each other's gearboxes right now. Fight Me. FCST looking to send up the inside here of turn 3. Just against it, slips back in. Doesn't quite get to slip back in properly because an Alfa Romeo of Luca actually still right there up behind him, challenging him right now through turn 4. Luca spinning. We've got another spinner. That's his wheel gone. That's another one out of the race. 8 drivers are going to be finishing this race right now, and that's another safety car. Do we really need the other safety car? Oh my god, this is going to play so much into Knack's hands right now, though. Another safety car, another chance to conserve his softs. It's going to close Reaper back up next to him right now for the restart, but now he's got a softer compound. He's going to be able to conserve him for these couple of laps. He is absolutely going to be able to take this soft comfortably to the end of the race. Let's win this lap. Let's bring this Alfa Romeo home in P1. You've had a bad history of Australia. Let's change all of that today. You've had a bad couple of races at the start of the season. Let's change it all. Let's bring that Alfa Romeo back in P1. Let's take the win today. Going on in the chat here. KJ is saying apologies. I'm not sure what you're apologizing for, but thank you very much. Thank you very much for following along there, Jasper. Sovereign, cheering with the bits there. Thank you very much in the chat there. Let's get that up. That's not up on the HUD yet, but it should be. There we go. Sovereign, there we go. Name now. Cheering along the screen there for doing the bits. Thank you very much for supporting WWRL, my friends. So this is 18, 2 9s or 18, yeah. No, we've lost 10 drivers. 10 drivers have been. What was the record? The record was 11, wasn't it? When did we have 11? That was the first race of the season, wasn't it? And that was our record. Let me go back. I have the stats again. Let me go to the start of season 5. Because I'm pretty sure. What did we have? When was that? We had 11 DNFs somewhere. Where was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 8 at the start of the season there on that. Did I mention that? Actually, we had 11 DNFs somewhere, and I was like, this seems like the most DNFs we've ever had. And I think that was on 11. This went from an F1 race to a flat-out game. A friend of mine, flat-out, burnout. Any one of those ones that's based around crashing and, you know, taking each other out, maybe? I don't know. Like, I think half of these might be, like, self-inflicted, and I think some of them, and I think there might be a few reports also coming into the stewards at the end of this as well. So we've seen a few drivers switch their tyres towards the end. Here is Reaper, Lang, and Thomas all chosen to pit in and switch back onto softs for the last few laps. Will that be 8 laps of the race? We're about to do another safety car lap right now. Yes, Codemasters, thank you. Love the car. Once again, just the 5th time. I think this is the 5th safety car, is it not? Pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it's what's like going to be like 9 o'clock by the time we finish this. I think 2 hours. Long hold, like 4 stage quali, and then 5 safety cars. Can we please, the remaining 8 drivers, can we please try and stay on track? Maybe not crash our cars and bring out any more safety cars. You know, I haven't had dinner yet. Still drinking. Might be helpful. Safety car will be in this lap though, so it's Reaper, Lang, and Thomas we need to watch for. These are the 3 that are going to be looking to launch a very good attack. I mean, Hess right now obviously starting to lose positions there from being on the hards and was being under fire quite a bit, but then from these other drivers pitting back in and dropping down to the softs again and going to the back of the pack. Back up the front, they're still sitting in a podium position here right now. I mean, I think FCSC might be a very difficult driver to hold off there on much fresher set of medium tyres there from Tess, but it's a possibility Tess could then hold a podium position. They got Bestos them behind on 7 lap old medium, so it's also a pretty good game for Tess. These safety cars are playing in Tess's hands right now, and it's been able to conserve these tyres. Less grip on them anyway, being hard, but more they can conserve them, conserve that grip, works the better for them. As we said, Reaper, Lang, and Thomas are going to be pushing as hard as they can on these, what's that, remaining 7-8 laps of the race. We're on board with the back, a little Knack right now. It's on the soft tyres. I think Knack again is going to get a very good pull on Tess halfway through this corner right now. And I think FCST might even, if they're not caught sleeping or napping behind Tess, might even get a better pull on that medium right now. They look like they possibly are. They're going to go up and try for it. They slip back in. Tess obviously burn the ERS there right now. Is FCST going to go for it? Into turn 1, slips back in behind. Got Bestos' teammate behind him right now as well. Lang losing out to Thomas at the end. Gets on the inside. Those on the outside for turn 1. Gets on the inside. Bestos in at the wall there. We see FCST has lost positions right now. Going wide there on turn 3 as well for FCST. He's in the gravel right now. Dropping way back down to 7th. Lang's back up into 5th now. Challenging Thomas. Thomas now back into 5th through that. Lang back in front again. I think that's because that was a yellow flag. Thomas wasn't allowed to overtake from that. He's received the position back to Lang. Lang racing on Fight Me right now, up going towards turn 9 because the 2 cars ahead of Tess and Reaper. The 2 Mercedes battling as well. Fight Me got the inside there of that for the Alpine. And Lang get a better pull out of the exit. I don't think so. He's pushing on the ERS there. Just coming up here, Reaper on those soft tyres, absolutely making the best of those soft tyres that he restarted on. Let's put a bit of a gap now between those front ones. I think Nakamura should be able to pull away from this. I think the big battle right now is going to be over third. It's going to be between Tess, Fight Me, Lang and Thomas. FCST's dropped down a lot of positions right now after Bestos went into the wall. Not quite sure how Bestos went into the wall over that, but I'm not sure if he didn't come into contact with his teammate of Fight Me, not his teammate of FCST, after Reaper made his way past him. Looked like there's a little bit of collision going on the road ahead when we was on board and watching what's going on with Lang and Thomas. So Fight Me right now is driving this moved up into third. Lang also getting his way in front of Tess right there, and there's like the Mercedes of Tess right there, spinning at the back. There had some problems coming through down two. Looked like it got sand maybe in between the McLaren and the Williams. All action racing here at Albert Park in Australia. Apparently that one doesn't cause a safety car. I mean, the wing shows me there's no damage there. I can see it has no damage, but I should imagine it looked like there was some damage. I can see bits of debris flying. Well, that might have been debris of Thomas, though, because I can see he's missing an end plate completely on that wing. Don't know if he's going to try and take that car to the end, but it's not going to have much luck. Missing an end plate, missing that downforce right now. Let's Fight Me. Not Fight Me. FCST. Wing looks attached, but he said, right, can Lang try and move himself up onto a podium position right now? Fight Me's got penalties right now. We're only a few laps left at the end. Let's have a look at what penalties, who has what. Fight Me with a 3-second penalty right now then, and Nak there with a 5-second penalty up the top. That could be interesting. So Lang not going to be close enough to succeed and do any damage to Nak with that 5-second penalty, but definitely stay within Fight Me's penalty range there. Definitely managed to take third. Reaper, I think, will quite comfortably stay within Nak's penalty distance there. I mean, we know Reaper likes to try and win it on track. So there we go. It's Reaper will be able to. He likes to win that on track. My last beer right now. I might hold them out a little bit. Lang there. Let's get that podium for Lang in the Williams. All he needs to do is stay within 3 seconds to Fight Me, and he'll be able to pick that up. Reaper, I think, will quite comfortably. He's going to go for the move. Is he going to try and win it on track outright, or will he just sit within Nak's penalty distance and take it calm towards the end of the line? Back through the chat, it's the most safety cars I've ever seen in a league race history. I think it is for me as well, and I don't know, I seem to think 11 was their most DNFs. We've got like, what, 10 in this right now, but I'm not sure. I can't look through the stats to look through that. I think that's quite a lot of stats to look through for that, but I think this is very close to the most DNFs that they've ever had. If not the second one. Fight Me picking up another penalty there. That even gives Lang a lot of breathing room there right now. All we need to do is finish within 6 seconds of that. See Reaper. This Mercedes, as we say, he's going to want it. He always wants it on track. He doesn't want to Fight Me. Absolutely DNFing there right now. Where has Fight Me gone? Stay on board with Tass. That's another safety car though right now. Let's see, that's going to be one out of turn. That'll be out of turn 5, taking too much curb on the exit. Getting thrown into the wall there and then spinning it back round. That's giving the safety car. That safety car should only be 1 lap because it won't leave enough laps racing. My God. My God. $11 there. We're 18 when we started. We're 7 now. Yep, it's 11 now, so I think I'm pretty sure the other one was 11. This will be the joint most DNFs in AV history, or the most DNFs ever in AV history. That's 12 now, isn't it? 6 then to 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 12 now. This is the most DNFs ever in AV history right now, and I'm pretty sure the most amount of safety cars, because I think we're on 6 safety cars right now. who's jumping in the pits and gonna throw on some soft tyres for the couple of laps we should have left. The safety car should only be 1 lap though, so it's going to be challenging to catch back up to it if someone is wanting to jump in the pits. I don't think any of them they are. They're staying on the tyres that they're on. So this could make things even more damaging for Knack right now. Safety car should come in at the end of this, but this gives Lang a good chance because we're only going to have lap 28 and 29 to race on. I think it will give us 2 laps at the end, rather. Singapore, he says in the chat. That rings a bell. Yeah, I think it was Singapore. I think Singapore was 11. I think so. I remember there was a race recently when I was like, I think this might be the most DNFs like ever. Like something, and I think Kuno Domestos confirmed to me in a chat that I was correct on the stream that it was the most, and that was 11 we had then. I can't remember what race it is, but yeah, we're up to 12 right now, so I think this is now the most DNFs ever. But the big thing right now is Knack's penalty. Knack could slip back all the way back from a podium position now under this, because everyone's going to be so grouped up for the last lap. There we are, safety car in this lap. We've got 2 laps left of racing right now. Knack's got a 5-second penalty. That could be devastating for him right now. Tyres. Tess on that hard tyre though, so it might be difficult, but I don't think Tess is going to lose. Going to lose 5 seconds from the leader. We'll put the time back onto the leader. But there we go, we're back on to lap 28. Reaper's made his way in front of Knack, obviously under the safety car. Restart right now. Lang there is right behind Knack though, and Thomas is right behind Lang, so this could definitely be treacherous for Knack right now. Detail position change. Let's check our penalties quickly. Lang's running penalty 3. Thomas though's got 6 seconds of penalties. Knack could be safer. Knack will only, maybe FCST might get it then. FCST currently running with no penalties. Put the lap onto the lead there. He's got to lap minus 1.7. FCST could be looking at the podium position here. Lang going into second, and then FCST going into 3rd place right now. Knack will drop down to 4th. He's had an amazing drive around this track. I'm sorry that he's knocked that out from Mayo. May not be getting a podium. We've still got half a track left to go right now though. So, but Reaper has won that after crashing early on in the race and taking wing damage. All those safety cars at the end have played such an impact on the race. And someone asked me earlier about what I think of Australia. I mentioned about the difficulty of the safety cars around here, but I don't think I expected we'd have 6 safety cars. I think it was 6 in 29 laps. What's that, an average of 2 6s are 12? So just kick me out again.